This is exactly where our current system fails us. Think about current headlines: $2.5 billion scam. The scandals related to coal procurement. Whether these are massive mistakes or actual crimes, government never takes the responsibility. They make the decisions, they fail, but they never pay the price. As taxpayers, we pay for their failures regardless of which party is in power. Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I want to share a story from a retreat I attended recently. So there I was talking about our liberal youth movement. A young gentleman who was very polite but had not seen our shows before, which was completely fine, came to me and asked a question. He asked me, is this just like feminism? What does it actually mean? Of course, I understood exactly where this question was coming from. Me being a woman, standing there with so much of energy, talking about rights and liberty, it's natural to think, oh, this must be a girl power movement. Anyway, I was not offended at all by that question, but I found it really insightful as it creates a room for us to have a conversation around the basics of liberalism. I told him, feminism is a very good movement which focuses on the rights of women to have their own life path and to have dignity. But liberalism takes it to everyone, every single individual, to every man, every woman, and every child. It's about individuals' rights, and that is the bigger picture. Also, people often ask me, is this like Marxism or is it radical? Let me be clear on Marxism thing. Marxism sees the world as a struggle between classes, and it requires the state to intervene and control the outcome. Liberalism is the absolute opposite of this. It talks about the individual. Is it radical? Only if you think being free is an extreme. For me, being free is the essence of life. But it is up to you to decide whether being free is an extreme or the essence of life. Liberalism starts with liberty and individualism. You are not a part of a big machine. You are unique. You have your own mind and you have your own dreams. And when it comes to liberty, we talk about absence of force, interferences, but also we talk about presence of opportunities. It is the freedom to act on your own judgment. You should be able to go as far as your hard work takes you without any politician or bureaucrat stops you. But here's the important part. When you have the liberty to make choices, we also need to have owned the results of our choices. Whether the results in our favor or not, it is personal responsibility. If you win, you take the credit. If you fail, you learn the lesson and you pay the cost. You don't ask the taxpayer to pick up the bill for your mistake. This is exactly where our current system fails us. Think about current headlines: $2.5 billion scam. The scandals related to coal procurement. Whether these are massive mistakes or actual crimes, government never takes the responsibility. They make the decisions, they fail, but they never pay the price. As taxpayers, we pay for their failures regardless of which party is in power. Real responsibility is decision maker carries the risk, and you should not be paying for a big man's failure while he is staying peacefully at his office. Liberalism also extends to social responsibility. We care for our community because we choose to, not because we are forced to. Think about a wedding in your village. Nobody waits for a government to come and intervene and plan your wedding. Friends bring food, neighbors help decorating the house. Everyone coordinates naturally to make it happen. This is spontaneous in action. This is how institutions like languages develop. No central authority invented the words we speak today. We created them together through use. People simply show up to trade what they have for what they need. No master plan is required. This leads us to free markets. This term often misunderstood as a concept favoring for business class business people. When we oppose free markets, we are actually favoring for interfered markets. That is a system where politicians pick winners and losers. A real free market is access for all. It is that same spontaneous order applied to our economy. That means everyone can enter the arena to share goods, services, ideas, as sellers, buyers, creators, and communicators. It's a win-win system. We trade value for value without force or favors. You succeed because of your hard work, talent, and merit. You should not need a politician's permission to thrive. So, my dear friends, liberalism is not any evil-ism. It's all about you. It's about your dreams. It's about your life. You being the master of your own life. You write your own life story by your own pencil. That is what makes our life beautiful. That is the essence of liberalism.